Numbers m and n are on the number line as shown. The value of n minus m is. Well, let's look from here to here. First of all, that's a length of 30, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 30 divided by 6 will give me the value of each of those small segments, and that's 5. So each of those small segments has a value of 5, so that means from here to here, we're going another 10, so n is equal to 70. And going back from 30, 5, 5, and then 5, we're going back 15 from 30, so m is 15. So that means n minus m is 70 minus 15, and that is 55. So number 5, the answer is C. According to the ruler shown, what is the length of PQ? Well, P is approximately at 0.5, and Q is at 2.75. So the length of PQ would be 2.75 minus 0.5, and that is 2.25. So number 8, the answer is A. A small block is placed along a 10 centimeter ruler. Which of the following is closest to the length of the block? So they just want you to look at this ruler and match it up. And it looks like if you were to look at this ruler from here to here, it's obviously just slightly more than 2 centimeters. And of all the answer choices, the only one that comes close to that is C for number 10. In the diagram, the number line between 0 and 2 is divided into 8 equal parts. The numbers 1 and s are marked on the line. What is the value of s? 2 divided by 8 will give me the length of each of those segments, and that is 0.25, and that segment is like right there. So s is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those segments. So s is essentially equal to 5 times 0.25, and that is 1.25. So number 3, the answer is D. In the diagram, the number line is divided into 10 equal parts. The numbers 0 and 1 and p are marked on the line. What is the value of p? Well, if they're equal, then this would be 0.1, this guy right here, and this next one would be 0.2, and so on. So 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. And then, of course, that would be 0.9. So P is 0.8. Therefore, number 2, the answer is D. The number of centimeters in 3.5 meters is, so we have 3.5 meters times 100 centimeters per meter. And when you do that math, you get 350 centimeters. And therefore, number 6, the answer is A. In the diagram, triangle PQR has RPQ equal to 90 degrees. PQ is 10 and QR is 26. The area of PQR is. The first thing we need to figure out is the length of PR. And that can be easily figured out using Pythagoras. PR squared plus QP squared is equal to QR squared. So PR squared plus QP is 10 squared, and this is 26 squared. So 676 minus 100 is equal to PR squared, and therefore PR will be 24. So this is 24 right here. So now the area, that's 1/2 base times height. The base is 24, the height is 10, so that becomes 12 times 10, which is 120. So number 8, the answer is B. Which of the following is equal to 2 meters plus 3 centimeters plus 5 millimeters? Okay, all the answer choices are in meters, so we've got to convert this to meters. Well, 2 meters, that's already in meters. 3 centimeters, you have to divide by 100. And when you do, you get 0.03 meters. And then millimeters to meters divide by 1,000. So that would be 0.005 meters. Adding these guys up, we get 2.035.
meters. And therefore, number 7, the answer is A. Tick marks are equally spaced along a number line with the numbers P, Q, R, S, T, U labeled as shown. Which of the following represents the value of R divided by the value of U? Well, if they're equal, then that means you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 divided by 1 is the distance between each of those tick marks, so that's 0.25. So P would be 0.25, Q would be 0.5, R would be 0.75, and then T would be 1.25, and finally U would be 1.5. So then what do they want? R divided by U. So R is 0.75 and U is 1.5, and that is equal to 0.5. And therefore, number 8, the answer is B. In the diagram, PQRS is a square with side length 8. Points T and U are on PS and QR respectively, with QU is equal to TS equals 1. The length of TU is. All right, let's label what we can. This is 8, this is 8, and so are these sides because those are squares. Sides of a square, I should say. And then QU and TS are 1, so this little guy is 1, and this is 1. Well, it will help if we draw a line that draws like that across. And that means that this little guy is 1. And then the distance from here to here will be 8 minus 1, which is 6. So that's 6. And therefore, this is, of course, 8 from here to here. And now we can figure out TQ pretty easily using Pythagoras, or TU, I should say. So TU is 8 squared plus 6 squared. That's going to be 64 plus 36, which is 100. And therefore, TU is the square root of 100, which is just 10. So number 9, the answer is C.